Greetings people, this is Keith Modesto doing my Let's Play Minecraft series using the Forge mod loader and the Direwolf 20 mod pack. And happy for me, I got the day off unexpectedly. I was actually almost at work when I found out. So that made me happy. And I'm a little bit behind in recording these videos, so that's a good thing. And I got plenty of errands to do. Actually, I went to the car dealership where I get my car maintained, have routine maintenance done, and because we're coming up on a 3-day weekend, it was busy, too busy. So they have these express maintenance things where you come up and you don't have to have an appointment. But well, so that was a bust because I didn't want to wait around for an hour and a half. But I did go wash my car, happy, and I went and bought some tickets. That I've been meaning to buy for a concert, which is until January, but they're almost sold out already anyway. But so I got the tickets. So today, first I should say I noticed in my last video that when I was preparing it to be uploaded, that there seemed to be some kind of issue between the audio and the video syncing correctly, and which is really strange because the program that I used to record this, ScreenFlow, is supposed to take care of that kind of thing automatically. In fact, there's like when I record this, there are 2 tracks. One track is the game, which includes both the video and the audio of the game, and then the other track is the video of me talking. It's taken through the I think it's called iSight, the iSight camera for the Mac. So that track has the video and the audio of me talking. Right, so at least in the editing, there's like 2 tracks. I'm sure probably behind the scenes, I don't know if you can get this in the interface of the program, but there must be, a video track and a separate audio track that are combined in the track that I'm seeing when I'm editing things. But it's supposed to be, it's that way so that the audio, like the audio and the video of this game, like when I do something like this, hit that flower, right? So me actually hitting the flower and the sound of the flower being hit, they're supposed to be right synced up. And that is what is not actually happening, at least sometimes. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's possible. I'll have to look into this. It seems like it would be a pain, but maybe I could go into the one track that I see when I'm editing. The one track of the audio and video of the game. I could go into that track and separate the audio and the video and line them up better. I don't know how hard that would be. I don't know if it would really work. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if, everything is out of sync or it's just some things are out of sync. It's kind of weird. But anyway, so if you notice that and you think, there's something, I don't know, maybe the program is overtaxed. I don't know. Anyway, but, okay, so in the last video, I was setting up, I set up a single apiary. That's what these are all called, apiaries. And in between episodes, I set up more of them, and I have this crazy setup of Buildcraft transport pipes to get them all to work. And the way it works is we got a bee in here, and this one is a mystical queen. It's already I've let it run. I've been letting it run, so I've been getting lots of drones and stuff. I've got impregnated frames in all of them to help them to produce more stuff like honeycombs. And so whenever the queen dies, it produces a new princess and more drones. Everything gets pumped out by the Octarctic gate here. Actually, any combs that are produced are pumped out right away as soon as they're produced. But anyway, whenever the queen dies, the princess and the drones are pumped out. They go up here. Oh yeah. So they go up here and they come over here to this diamond transport pipe, and the diamond transport pipe is set up so that whatever princess, I have, it's specific for each species. So right now this is mystical queen. So I've got a mystical princess and a mystical drone. That is so that anything that is a bee of that right species from this that's actually in this apiary right now will go back into the apiary, and the princess will land here, and the drone will land here, and we'll get a new queen, and everything will be fine. Any excess drones that don't fit will just continue on, and any combs and any other products that are made inside the apiary will just go to the Well, they'll go to the red side, but see, everything else is blank, so they'll go to the red side because that's the only other way that they can go. I have the iron pipe here to make sure that they don't go backwards. They don't take the yellow path at random, right? So the iron pipe is designed so that it's like it can have multiple inputs but only one output. So the pipes, since they have 6 sides, they can have up to 6 ways that something can go. But so with an iron pipe, you have up to 5 possible inputs but only one output, only one way that things can go. And that little clear area means that things cannot go back. Things cannot go backwards. So that's the reason for the iron pipes all over this place. Also, there's iron pipes down here for the same reason. So when any excess drones and any combs and stuff, they go down the gold pipes down here to that iron pipe, and then they go down all the way down here to this chest. All these other iron pipes down there are all to make sure that things can't, once things are going down here, they can't go back up, and end up going into another apiary or something and getting things mixed up. So that is the way it is working. So what I have now, I've got tropical bees in this one, and also I put out my bee houses over here and put tropical bees in all of these. These I have to move manually because you can't use pipes with bee houses. But this was all to give me lots of silky combs, right? I put the other kinds of bee species in there just to start getting other things too, but the important thing right away is to have silky combs. And also that sound you're hearing every once in a while is me getting poisoned by the tropical bees, and then the talisman of remedium. There, just did it again. The talisman of remedium takes away the poison effect. So that's pretty cool. The talisman actually wears out, but the arcane reconstructor fixes it. So that's really good. Anyway, so I have. So when I get the combs, I put them here in the hopper into the centrifuge and get bee products, including silky propolis, which I also put back in because from that you get wisps, silk wisps, and propolis. And the thing we really want, what we really need a lot of, is propolis. I have all of these honey drops. I also need honey drops. Beeswax, I don't really need a lot of beeswax, but I do need lots of honey drops, and I need lots of propolis. Don't have a lot of propolis yet, but I have enough, I think, to get started. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to start actually breeding. I haven't done any breeding. I've just been letting the bees do their thing. So, so we need to make another apiary. So what I'm going to do is grab another impregnated casing out of here and some wood. I don't have any wood in here. I must have used it up. I also need to make a beealizer, so we're going to wait on that. Actually, maybe I should make that first. Let's go ahead and make the beealizer first. So the beealizer, and I just messed up my thing here. Okay, a beealizer. The recipe for this lets the beealizer, you put a bee into the beealizer and it tells you all of its traits. If we look at these bees I have in my inventory, it tells you what species it is. This one is forest. It tells you that it's pristine stock if it's a princess, or ignoble stock if it's not pristine. Only princesses can be pristine or ignoble, and I'm not sure you say that word, ignoble. Anyway, but otherwise it's unknown what genome it is. Bees have all these traits which can vary, but you don't know what they are unless you use the beealizer. So we want to have a beealizer to help us to know what we're doing. So to make the beealizer, you need this stuff. You need to put this stuff into a carpenter with water. We already have a carpenter over here, but it's full of seed oil. I could break this and get rid of the seed oil, but I don't want to do that. We're just gonna have another carpenter. So we're gonna put the other carpenter in here. And because I probably am gonna be low on time, I need to sleep through the night. I think I'm just gonna go grab some water. But in between episodes, I'm gonna set up an aqueous accumulator and some fluid ducts and stuff, so that carpenter will automatically be full of water all the time. But for now, I think we're just gonna go grab some water from over here. I made a bucket for myself. I think I went a little further than I needed to. See, so if I right click on that, the water goes in. And we're gonna need a little more water than that, I think. And there's actually this water right here. It's closer. So let's see if that's enough water. So the recipe is the diamond goes on the bottom, 2 glass panes, Oh, that's right. So this is a ghost. Everything you put in here is like a ghost image. That freaked me out for a moment. I thought I had multiple diamonds. And then you put the actual ingredients in this section down below. And that goes there, and then we have redstone here. Alright, so everything's in there, so it's gonna, I guess it has enough water because it's doing something. Okay, now while that's doing that, we're gonna go, we need to go grab some more wood because I need some more wood in here to make an apiary. Stuck? I'm stuck. I am stuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, so grab some more wood and go back. Okay, so let's look up the recipe for an apiary. There we go. Okay, so I just need I need some planks. There we go. Oh, and I need that bring the keys in the back. Okay, so I should have everything I need, I think. Yes. Okay, so we're going to take this apiary, and I'm just going to plop it down. I'm not going to connect a bunch of pipes to it. We're going to put it down right here. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to start breeding bees. And my understanding is that the first thing you really need to breed is a common bee. So here's a common bee here. And this when you NEI now I don't think this used to be this way. I don't know when this was updated. You know, it's probably a while back, but you can actually get, instead of having to go like to a web page that tells you what to breed to get to some other species, you can actually do it right in NEI. So that's pretty cool. But my understanding is common bees, you just take any two bees that are bees that you can find in a hive out in the wild, which are like meadows, forest, tropical, modest, unusual, attuned, marshy. I mean, they're right here. Sorceress, mystical, water. You put any two of those bees in, one, a drone of one and a princess of the other, and let them interbreed, and you have a 15%, it says right here, a 15% chance of getting a common bee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, and also I think it's better to use, I'll put a marshy in. It's better to use a pristine stock princess because and if it's not pristine, then there's a small chance each time it dies. Each time a queen dies, it gives birth to the next generation, one princess and one or more drones, depending on the species. It might be just one drone, or it might be up to 4, I think. Anyway, so if it's pristine stock, that'll happen every time it dies. But if it's not pristine, then there's a very small chance that it won't actually produce any offspring, and the line will die off. So we want to make sure that the bees we breed, if we can, we want them to be pristine. So I'm going to put a marshy drone a marshy princess in there, and then we need some other kind of drone. Any other kind of drone, as long as, and drones don't have that trait of being pristine, or actually, did I? I didn't. I have lots and lots of rocky drones, but I didn't bring any, did I? Oh well. So we'll just do these. So we got, where did it go? A forest drone. So these two things should go ahead and breed. And we'll get a marshy queen of unknown genome. It's actually a combination of the two, but we won't know what it is unless we use the BLizer. But actually, to make things go faster, we can put in the Oblivion frame, which I could have put in already, but I forgot. The Oblivion frame will make the queen die off a lot faster, within about 30 seconds. So first we're going to come over here and see we got our BLizer. Cool. And we right click with the BLizer in our hand, and we get this interface. We're going to put the queen, whatever bee, actually you can analyze any bee. You put whatever bee you want to analyze right here where the question mark is. Question mark because you don't know what it is yet before you analyze it, I guess. And then it drops down and you have these 5 different panes of information about the bee. But it has to be fueled by each time you use the Beelizer, it consumes a honey drop. So you have to put honey drops. You put honey drops right there in the top slot, and they just stay in there. Okay, so let's see if our bee died yet. Not yet. It should be soon. So we're gonna let it do that. And what can I do? What can I do? I could do this. How much time do I have? I learned something. We have a little bit of time. I learned something from watching a video that I had not realized, and it has to do with the drones that I made to kill off the hecates in my mob farm. You know, because the hecates have this annoying tendency to just hang out and not ever die, or not. Whoops, that's not really what I meant to do, but that'll be okay. Let's get rid of these guys. Whoops. We'll have to kill off the spiders here. I just wanted to open this thing. I'm always hitting the wrong lever. Okay, so we have a hecate here. That's cool. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I made those drones so that they would kill off. So they'd kill off the hecates, right? But of course they. I guess I need to have an empty hand. Okay, so I can't right-click them that way. It'd be nice if you could look at their insides by right-clicking on them. Anyway, so I made them so that they would kill off the hecates, but they run on air pressure. As they're going around killing things, they're going to get low in air pressure, so it would be nice if they could recharge themselves whenever they needed to be recharged instead of me having to do it. Because the point of this whole thing is to like have this thing all doing all this stuff automatically without me having to intervene all the time, right? So I made these charging stations so that would happen, but it didn't work. You know, they would get low on air pressure and just sit there and not come over to the charging stations to get charged, and I did not know why. And now I think I know why. It's because, you know, what I was thinking is, you know, when you charge one manually, you just pick it up and you put it right here in that slot and it charges it up. Well, when the drone comes over here to charge itself, it doesn't put itself in the charging station, which I guess is kind of what I was thinking. It actually has to be able to get to, it has to be able to get on top, to get to the space here on top of the charging station. Now, I don't know if these need to be clear, but okay, just to make sure. Okay, so now it should be able to get there. Now, I don't think it's going to do it now because it's probably got too little air pressure to move. I mean, that's why it's not in the air. So I think that I've got... Did I lose my bag? That's not the right bag. Oh, this is it. Whew, can't see. Okay, so I need my wrench. Where is my wrench? Right there. So we're going to go ahead and pick that baby up. And we have to charge it up a little bit. And I also learned that, I mean, this machine upgrade is what makes this a charging station that the drone can use on its own. But also, if we put some speed upgrades in there, it'll charge these drone up faster, which might be nice because it's rather slow. The other drone is actually over here. I can't get there. There we go. What did I just pick up? Some zombie flesh. Anyway, the other drone is actually in here. It fell down inside. And this thing is really full. I need to go in there and fix that. Okay. So this other drone is probably charged up enough to take out. Yeah, I think that's enough. So I'll go ahead and set him down. I put the other drone, is at 0, so put some in there. So that other drone, look, he did it. Oh, okay, I don't know if they can both charge at the same time. Okay, but it's working. You see, he decided that he really didn't have enough air pressure yet. So he's sitting right there, and if I put my helmet on, I would probably see, I guess we could go ahead and do that, that he's getting more pressure. Helmet, wrong helmet, this helmet. I guess I need to put it on. Okay, his pressure's at 0.7. 0.7? I guess it's about to be 0.8. It can't quite make up its mind. There, now it's 0.8. So it is getting high. It is getting more pressure. And if I put this one down now, I bet it'll do the same thing. It's going to go right. Oh, he's going to go ahead and decide to kill that Hecate first. But anyway, so I think this is going to work now. Cool. That makes me happy-ish. Happier. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm not going to turn this on because I need to empty out all the stuff that's in those chests down there before I get that running again. But after I do that, I'll... I wonder if it's dark yet. I'll get the mob farm running again, and we'll get more stuff, more mob essence. And then we won't have to worry so much about Hecates jamming things up. I don't know if 2 will be enough to really keep them under control. If not, I'll have to make another one. And if that is enough, I'll make another again. I would think 4 would be enough if 2 isn't enough. Okay, so let's see. It should have died off. But oh, it doesn't have the flowers it wants, so it's not even going to die. Oh, how mean. Let's see. I think it needs a lily pad. I should have used a different one. I did not think about that. I will take care of that one later. We will kill this off later. Why don't we get a Rocky Princess? And this is Pristine Sock. And a Wintry Drone. That'll work. And this, actually, you know, it's not really, it might not be close enough to that. So let's not take a chance on that. Let's get rid of the Rocky Princess and use, I have a Wintry Princess, but then we can't use the Wintry Drone. I need Meadows Drone. That'll work. Okay. As I know there are flowers nearby for this. Okay, so, I wonder what kind of flowers Winter Princesses use. Let's use the Mystical Princess and the Meadows Drone. Okay. Okay, so it's got the flowers it wants, I guess. Good. We see the little particle effects. And within 30 seconds, it should be done. That was fast. Yes. Okay, so common prince. So see, we got a common princess. That's just what we wanted. Okay, so we take our Bealizer and right-click with it in our hand and take the common princess and put it right there. And you see that went from 64 to 60. Here's my timer. Okay, so we got to wrap things up. But we see we got a, so it's common meadows. So it's not purebred yet, which is to be expected. Shorter lifespan, uses flowers. So we got slowest and slower in pollination, which is only important if you're pollinating trees, which I could do too. Yes, those are all the same. It's normal climate. That's all climate stuff. It produces honeycombs. That kind of, I don't know, it'd be nice if there was a tooltip right there. And then here is the thing that tells you possible mutations, and this isn't as useful as you might hope, I would hope, because I can't even, I mean, because there's no text there for you to be able to tell what it really is. Okay, oh, here, classification. Consider the beginner. Yes, it is the beginners. Okay, so there you go. So I pretty much have to do the same sort of thing. First, I kind of want to get a purebred common princess. Actually, it'd be nice to get a couple of them. And then we got to get work on cultivated. My understanding is, another thing is, to really get higher end stuff, you need royal jelly. Royal jelly. Here's royal jelly. And if I click on it, it'll tell me what I can get royal jelly from. You get them from, it's a byproduct from imperial bees. Also, what else? Well, there's the, if it's in a can, that's the only way. Saying you can get it from a carpenter just means if you have it in a container, I think a can, probably, then you can get it back out in the carpenter. But that's not really where you're getting the royal jelly. So it's a byproduct of imperial bees. And then if we click on dripping comb, right-click on dripping comb, no? There. It's what I want to know. Oh, here we go. Oh, you don't. Okay, so the dripping comb, you can get honey and honeydew, and honeydew is nice. But I guess the only way to get royal jelly as by a byproduct. I thought you might get it from centrifuging these combs too, but no, it's just a byproduct from imperial bees. So we need to get imperial bees, and you get imperial bees by mating noble bees and majestic bees. And you get noble bees from common and cultivated. You get cultivated from common and some other common type of bee. And we have to go back again. So that's how you get noble. And then to get majestic, that is from noble and cultivated. And we already know how you get to cultivated. And then cultivated, yeah, there we go. So we need to get common, cultivated, majestic, and noble. So we can get up to imperial. Then you get the royal jelly, and then after that, whatever you're really interested in. But we kind of have to, those are like the basic things that you need to get. My understanding is, I've never really done much with bees. There was some bee breeding in that pyramid challenge that I did. What was that called? Whatever that was called. But that's the first time I'd ever done bee breeding, and I haven't really, and that wasn't really about getting, up to imperial bee. I've never bred imperial bees, so this is all new to me. So I'm gonna work on that off camera mostly, I think. Oh, look, see, you just saw some bee just came out. Those are extra drones that didn't fit in there. And if we look in here, we'll see I probably have quite a bit of stuff that I haven't processed yet. I didn't get any propolis from that, silky propolis. Propolis, I guess I should say, and then we need to wrap things up. The reason for needing propolis, see, there's all these different kinds of propolis. Like if you have petroleum propolis, you can or you squeeze it. You squeeze it and you can get fuel out of it. And the fuel, of course, you can put into various different kinds of generators and get power from it. And there's the same kind of thing of different kind of liquids. Water, you get water from that, oil from that, creosote oil from that, peat. This one, I guess you get liquid peat. Yeah, okay. Anyway, but propolis, you can make some things here if you so desire. But the one thing you needed to make is the apiarist pipe, and that is like an upgrade to the diamond pipe. The diamond pipe, you can use it to store things, but the apiarist pipe, I guess, is better because it lets you do more bee-specific things in your sorting. Yeah, and that's pretty much, and you can also use it to make stained glass, I guess. But the big thing, and some modules, yeah, for logistic, but that's also to help you to sort bees, I think. So some different modules you need for those. And you can get silky resin from it. Anyway, the biggest thing is the apiarist pipe. And I think apiarist pipes, let's see, I guess I should right click. Back to this. I think this is actually an ingredient in, the advanced apiarist pipe. I thought that was an ingredient in something that was cool, but I guess that's the big thing. Anyway, so that's why we got that. That's why I wanted to get that propolis. So we'll be making that. I guess we can make it now, couldn't we? I have to read up on how to use them. I'm not really sure how to use them. I don't think we need it right away, though. Anyway, but we got to wrap things up. In between episodes, I'm going to work on breeding. It's pretty much just doing what I showed, I think. If I come across anything that seems more interesting than that, I guess I will show that on camera. But I think in the next episode, we're going to do some more fighting of an Ars Magica mob. I've actually already prepared an area to fight an Ars Magica mob, so we will do that in the next episode. And I think in between episodes, I'm going to work on my Thaumcraft research. I lost all my Thaumcraft research because the Thaumonomicon reset. For some reason, some bug, something reset it, and I lost all the research I did, which was all of it. I mean, I did all the research, and now it's all gone, and I need that research back because there's one thing in particular that I want to make to help me with a build I want to do over there in that gigantic redwood tree. So I'm going to do Thaumcraft research in between episodes 2. So when I get back, I will have new bees to show. I will at least try to get up to cultivated or something like that. Okay, so this has been Keith Modesto playing. I still have my helmet off. playing modern Minecraft. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.